So Versace Eros Eau de Toilette versus Versace Eros Eau de Parfum. Before we get on the scent, let's take a look at the presentation. Let's start off with the way they look. Both bottles look exactly the same, apart from the font. As you can see, everything else is identical. One thing I noticed between the bottles is that my Eau de Toilette cap is a bit more loose compared to my Eau de Parfum cap, but that could be due to long-term use. I've had my Eau de Toilette bottle for a few years, while my Eau de Parfum bottle I've only had for like a few months. Apart from the bottle being identical, the box is a little different. The Eau de Parfum box has this gold on it, filling up the lines, whereas the Eau de Toilette box doesn't have gold on the lines. Now let's talk about the price. The price for Versace Eros EDT is $92 for retail price. The Eau de Parfum is $102 for 100 ml retail price. These both can be found for around $70 for 100 ml on your discounters. With that being said, they are pretty much the same price, so you can go for either one. Now let's talk about longevity. I will say that the Eau de Toilette does project a little more in the beginning. However, as they dry down, they are pretty much the same. It's very hard to differentiate. Here are my batch numbers for anyone wondering. I figured I would let you guys know if you're looking for that information. Now I'm going to explain to you the scent differences between the two. The difference between them in the opening is that the Eau de Parfum smells a bit more light, it's a bit more candy-like, versus the Eau de Toilette kind of just straight up mint, vanilla, and tonka bean is what you get mostly. You get a little bit of that apple, but in the EDP, the apple is a bit more pronounced with the mint, making it a bit more like bubblegum. In terms of the mid of the fragrance, they smell almost identical. The only difference again is that the Eau de Parfum is a little bit lighter. It's a little more open and it's not as concentrated on the mint and the vanilla combo. And the dry down, they are both almost identical. On my skin, they're definitely identical. But on a test strip, in the Eau de Parfum, you can smell a little bit more of like a layer that is a little lighter. I believe it could be more ambroxan and less tonka bean, because the Eau de Toilette version, I feel like, focuses more on the tonka bean and the vanilla mixture, whereas the Eau de Parfum has a bit more ambroxan mixed with a lighter amount of tonka bean and of course the vanilla. That's pretty much the only difference between them. Otherwise, they're almost identical. My overall conclusions. Since they're pretty much the same as you guys just saw, if you're looking for something a bit more sweet, a little bit more like candy, then go for the Eau de Parfum version. If you're looking for something with mint, more intense on the tonka bean, then go for the Eau de Toilette version. Since they're pretty much the same price, they both will work, and it's hard to pick which one's the winner. I would say, although, that the Eau de Toilette I prefer a little bit more than the Eau de Parfum.